We've gone through actual cash flow. The planning cash flow is a little different. But first, let's review the actual cash flow. Actual cash flow starts with the beginning of the year net worth, which we see up here in working capital. Remember that if the numbers are in black, we have entered those numbers. The numbers in red, that means that the program is calculating the beginning stocks based on history up to that point. The volumes and prices that are used here is what shows up in our beginning inventory on the cash page. So this inventory line is valued from the working capital. When sales are made, the cash received can be different than the price set in working capital. Here we have canola in February, 500 tons valued at $500. When the sale was made in March, it is made at $385. In April, the peas were valued at $331, but when it was sold in May, $349 was used. So a different number can be used from what we think the inventory is worth at the beginning of the year and when sales are made. Sales are independent of the working capital value. New crop inventory is done the same way, only instead of using the values in working capital, we are using the values put into my prices. You can see in canola we have the inventory valued at $430 a ton. But when the sale is made in October, we're using a price of $455. So the inventory line is a general indicator of what the inventory is worth based on new crop, my prices, or old crop, working capital. Planning cash flow will only ask you the volumes that is to be sold. For example, here we automatically sell 20% of the crop per month for 5 months until it's gone. New crop is using 15% a month starting in September and having a carryover of 60% into the new year. We are not asking for the price. Old crop is going to use the price of working capital. New crop is going to use the price of my prices. So not only is the inventory valued using the default prices of working capital for old crop, the old crop sales are using that same price as well. New crop inventory is using the volume of the grain budgets and the prices in my prices, and the sales are made using the my prices price. We want to have as much of planned cash flow done for you automatically so you can see what it looks like. You can change these numbers to your liking. Changing these numbers is going to change the inventory levels and your cash flow to match your plan. What is the same in planning cash flow and actual cash flow is the program will use and sell all of your inputs in May, which can be changed to paying in October, and overhead, in any way that you like. So to summarize, both planning cash flow and actual cash flow use the same assumptions when it comes to inputs, overheads, and loans. Sales and actual cash flow do not occur unless you make them. Sales and planning are going to occur automatically, but you can change as needed. But they are going to be using the prices set out in working capital for old crop and my prices for new crop. In actual, sales are not assumed, they have to be made by you. And when you make a sale, you have control over the dates, volume, future basis, and month of payment. Without making a sale, the inventory will carry all through the months until you do. The value of the inventory is calculated the same way, and whatever value you put into working capital in both volume and price will be used in old crop, but if taken into new crop, which I'll show by deleting this P sale, will change from the working capital price to the my prices in August. When you created your working capital P inventory, you put in an assumed price of $9 a bushel. In September, it is going to be using the my prices price. These prices will only affect the inventory value that is used within the program, in the table, and in the graph.